All right, we're going to go ahead and get started now. I see we have a lot of attendees that have joined in. Thank you all so much for attending the first webinar of our crash course to starting a new gym series. Okay, this one is about where to start. Well, I'd like to start with my name. My name is Matteo Baker, and I have 25 years of experience in the fitness industry. I've worked for Powerhouse Gym, Gold's Gym, and Equinox, including managing the Gold's Gym, the famous one, in the Venice Beach location. I also started my own gym in Santa Monica, California called 220 Fitness. Now I have the pleasure of working with Spirit Commercial Fitness. Let me tell you about them. Spirit Commercial Fitness is positioned under a parent company, Diaco, which also owns or collaborates with popular brands you might know, Johnny G, Xterra, and the UFC. Spirit was created in the USA as a direct factory to gym studio division. Our focus is to align ourselves not only as a fitness equipment provider, but also as a resource of knowledge and support for our many partners, which is why we're doing this webinar in the first place. The Spirit commercial team that we've created, that's created actually this series, includes Patrick Carlin, who's our West Coast regional manager. We have Brent Brown, who's our vice president. Myself, of course, Matteo, I'm the East Coast regional manager. Okay, this team is also in charge of Spirit Commercial Fitness's mentorship program. This is a free program for people who are serious about getting started on opening a gym. It's something truly we're excited about. Brent, our VP, he's going to come on in a little bit later, and he's going to give you guys some more details. By the way, if you have any questions, feel free to click the little Q&A icon at the bottom of the screen and type out your questions. Towards the end of the webinar, we're going to do our very best to try to answer all of them. Okay, as we said, the focus of this webinar is where to get started, which is with a business plan. Off the bat, I want to tackle something right away. I want to address the elephant in the room, which is COVID-19. Some of you may be feeling uneasy about starting a gym in this climate, but we believe that now is actually the perfect time to get the ball rolling. We made a whole video about why, which you can find in our YouTube channel, which I hope you guys subscribe to. But still, let's be clear, starting a gym is hard, regardless of any global pandemic, right? Any business is hard to start. But a business plan provides a roadmap for how you're going to navigate those obstacles. A business plan also forces you to understand your strengths and your weaknesses. A business plan helps you lay out a mission statement and it keeps you on track. And before you do anything else, you have to figure out how your business is going to make money. Most people save this for later and they neglect until after they've already spent their money on other parts of starting a business. But that's a mistake. You have to do it now so you're not going to be surprised by something later. This applies to all businesses. There are many that come and go that simply didn't have how it would make money figured out prior to them launching. That's a huge mistake. Skipping this step is the reason most people don't realize their dream of starting a gym. So what happens when you don't have a business plan? Let's discuss that. You end up spending more than you make. This is basic business 101. Okay, but for a gym, especially with complicated membership programs, different payroll structures, and significant investment overhead for equipment for the facility, you need to make sure you're going to be open to operate in the black. Without a business plan, it's also super hard to get a loan, to sign a lease, or even to recruit people. You may not realize this, but most banks will want to go over your business plan before they decide to give you any money. What else? Landlords. Landlords will want to see your business plan too. Top level staff and trainers, they're going to also want to see what your plan is before they're willing to commit. Remember, you're going to have a recruiting phase in the beginning where folks need to see and be sold on your vision. Your business plan is how you're going to do that. A business plan also helps you organize your permitting, local law compliance, and the regulations. You don't want to get shut down because you didn't look up laws and codes prior to launch. A business plan helps you so you don't fall short of operating capital. Let me give you an example. Maybe you put $500,000 of starting cost. Maybe you put that up in the beginning, right? And end up with no money to pay for electricity when you open. What a horrible situation that would be, right? Well, we've all seen it happen where a business was over aggressive on spending and they don't make it through the hard times. If you don't have a solid business plan in place, it's going to be a lot more likely that you're going to end up in a bad location. Here's an example. Maybe you find a good building, but it's in an area without any foot traffic or with poor road access. How's the parking situation? All these things need to be considered and a part of your roadmap or business plan. It's not as scary as it sounds, and I know it sounds scary, but listen, the effort it takes to figuring out these things now is going to save you 100 times the trouble of solving these problems later. You cannot do this by flying by the seat of your pants and just hoping it's all going to work out, okay? But here's the good news. The good news is you don't have to do it alone. There are more resources available now than ever before. You have the internet, business courses, YouTube, and of course, our mentorship program. Speaking of mentorship program, now's a good time where I'm going to turn over the mic to our VP of Commercial Sales and one of the 3 leaders in our mentorship program, Mr. Brent Brown. He's going to tell all of you more about how it works, and we really believe it's the best way to get the ball rolling on your new gym. So without further ado, here's Brent Brown.
Thanks a lot, Matteo. First of all, I would like to thank everyone who is attending our webinar. I know that it has been a tough year for most of us, and I'm really excited about the prospect of moving on from that and focusing on a brighter future. Now really is the best time to open your own gym or studio. So who is this program for? My team and I developed the Open Your Own Studio mentorship program to help trainers, instructors, and gym managers who are ready to develop and move to the next stage of their professional development. Typically, people who fall within this category will have several years of experience in their profession, some startup capital or investors, and good to excellent credit. Now, most people are already aware that starting a new business is a monumental task, if they go at it alone especially. For this reason, we've started this program, and opening your own gym is difficult, but we hope to make it a lot easier by offering a lot of good advice and strong support to you. Now, how does the mentorship program work? We will assign 2 experienced gym industry professionals to serve as your mentorship board. They will meet with you on several meetings, but the first one will be to qualify you. Not everybody's ready to get started for various reasons, but we want to make sure and make that clear right away, or make sure you're qualified. Another thing we'll do is we'll help you to discover what kind of person you are. You may already know, but what I mean is, what kind of studio do you want? There's so many kinds. Do you want a big box? Do you want a boutique, a personal training studio, CrossFit studio, HIIT circuit, powerlifting, boxing, etc.? You may already know which one of those maybe you don't, and maybe there'll be a different one that's the right fit for your area. Maybe it's got some of the other stuff, and maybe this is what it needs. So we'll go over that with you and help you make that determination. Another part of this first meeting is we're going to direct you to connect with a licensed commercial real estate agent. And this is important because this will start you down the road of doing market research and finding out what a good location is, how much the locations are per square foot, what makes sense, what's the right kind of place for you. And also for us, we'd like for you to get a floor plan. So when you find this right location, you get a floor plan. This may not be the location you're actually going to go with. And the reason why is maybe once we really start getting into it, you'll determine that it's too small, or it's too big, or the price is too expensive, or maybe it got sold out beneath you, because that happens a lot in this industry. Sometimes you can't open right away and somebody will take it, and then we'll just move on. But the floor plan, once we have that, then that will be the end of that first meeting. The floor plan you'll get after the meeting, and then you'll give that to us. And then we will begin to build a 3D floor plan design for you from a program we use called EC Design. And this, once we build this for you, obviously it's going to help you visualize your space. Not just you, but I mean, you're going to be telling you have a picture of what you want in your mind, but you're going to be telling your investors and the bank what you have in your mind, and they're just not going to see the same picture. But we're going to put it down on paper so that they do have the same picture. Once we're finally done with that, and that will take at least 2 to 3 meetings, because we'll do the EC design, we'll bring it back on, we'll look at it and you'll be like, well, that's not actually what it looks like, and we'll have to do some work. So we usually have to come back again. But when we're done, this also allows us to put in all of the equipment, and the equipment that you put in, where should it be, the design and things like that. And then this also helps us to come up with a quote. If we know what equipment you need based on the type of gym you are and based on the size of your location, we can come up with a quote. And this quote is important for your business plan so that you can show the investors and everything startup capital. And because equipment will be one of your largest costs. So like I said, that's about 2 to 3 meetings. Next meeting, we will give you a questionnaire. The questionnaire has about 60 questions on it. And some of them are very complicated questions. Some of them are quite easy. Depending on what kind of person you are, it's either going to be easy to do or difficult to do, but you don't have to worry too much. We have your mentor board, and we've all done this many times, so we can help direct you. These questions are very complicated, and because what they do is they're really forcing you to take a really deep look into what it is you want to do and why it's going to be different. So there's going to be like a kind of like a mission statement. Unless you're super creative, sometimes that's kind of hard. You're like, what's my mission statement? Well, we'll help you with those things. Once we've completed that questionnaire, and that might take 2 to 3 meetings to complete, we will turn it in. You can either write it yourself, or we have some writers that can write it for you that do a very good job. And once they have it, that takes 1 to 3 weeks, depending on how many people are in the program. And then, so after 2 to 3 weeks of that being out and coming back, we will then have another meeting. And that meeting is to go over your completed business plan and to help you rehearse it and make a game plan for pitching it to your investors and the loan officers or the bank. Because now we're ready. We're ready to move on to the next level. All right, well, next we're going to go into what's probably one of the more exciting parts of the program. It's the business plan. In the business plan, we have the table of contents just to kind of show you what's in there. We have the executive summary, the investor and SBA loan opportunity, about the company, gym services, the market, marketing strategies, future milestones, operations, financials, and appendix. I'm not going to go into each one of those. I'm just going to kind of take a quick look at a few pages that I think are the most important. But the first one is the executive summary. This is going to be a 50 to 70 page report. That's a lot of pages, and not everybody's going to want to read it all the time, especially not knowing if they're going to take the project or not. So the executive summary is a good 4 to 5 pages that allows them to get all of the information they need in a very short period of time, so they can see if they even want to go into the rest. So a well-written executive summary is obviously very important. Another page that's going to probably be very important to you is, who are you as a company? What kind of service are you going to provide? What makes you different than everybody else in your community? And so this is important, because what kind of business you are is, you have to be different. You want to be different. And this will actually help you to be different, because maybe you didn't think about it. And this is going to go over a lot of questions that's really going to make you think about it. And this will help. This is part of the roadmap into your future. Next is, who are you and who are your team? As a service, the people, it's really all about the people, and not just the clients, but you. Like if you guys are awesome, your club's going to be awesome. And so the bank wants to know, who are you, why are you special, and who's your team, and how are they going to help you make this successful? Another one is going to be more about your market. How many gyms in your market? How much has the gym industry grown? What does the future look like? What's the average membership? This is market information that helps people who don't know about the industry, like your SBA loan officer or your investor. Maybe your investor likes to work out, but they don't really know anything about the industry. So you'll be using this opportunity to educate them about the industry. And then finally is the financials. So the last, so many pages are your financials. They go over everything, like how much you're going to spend on marketing, how many people do you expect to work there at the beginning, and how many at the end of 5 years, how long do you think it'll take, how much you're going to bring in for this revenue stream and that revenue stream, personal training, nutrition, all of your revenue streams. So this is the part very important to the bank. Is your idea feasible? Is it realistic? And is it reasonable? So these are things that people might think are quite complicated. Once again, you can do any portion of this by yourself, but we do have opportunities for you to use somebody who can use their expertise to make this much easier for you. So we have a writer who can do a very good job for you on this. And then the next most important part is the 3D floor plan. And you can see here on the screen, we can create a great rendition of your space. As you can see, we can show it from different angles. Ultimately, I can do a video fly through. So it's kind of a virtual tour and you can have it on video. And you can show this to your investors and potential clients. But another good thing is if you're going to do a pre-sale on your gym or studio, you can have this playing so that everybody that's coming in deciding if they want to join for when you're going to be open in 3 to 6 months can see the gym already in 3D. And here, this is the earlier design that we've done for Marcus Sanchez. He's an early mentorship program participant. Marcus is looking at a medium-sized training studio. We have all of our equipment loaded into the software, so we can help you with the best placement and best possible equipment selection for the type of gym you're going to be. And we can also play with the actual design, so we can help you design your walls, your floors. I can put decals on there, where your window is going to be, where's your locker rooms, what kind of things you're going to have in your locker room. So it's pretty exciting. We can make it look pretty close to what you want. And this is all before you hit an architect or anything like that, the real official part. And just so you guys know, the cost of having someone to do this for you is quite high, like thousands of dollars. And we're happy to do this for you for free because this is an important part of you getting started. And it's a very important part of the business plan. So put together, this is what you guys need to really build an effective business plan. So why are we doing this? When every business opens or a division like us is started, you have to decide how you want to be seen by your community. And our community is the fitness industry. As a team, we decided that it is important that we are seen as a high integrity group of professionals that understand that we have to give before we get. And our motto is make a friend, make a sale. Most important, the Spirit mentorship team has a high desire to mentor and become an important person in the life of our clients. This is one of our main criteria for hiring, to make sure somebody had a nurturing attitude and really wanted to help people. Our service to you is 100% free. We will not be asking you for any payment for fees for what we do. Some of the vendors that we work with do have fees for their services, but those are optional. And none of them are mandatory to complete our mentorship program. Ultimately, it is our hope that you are so pleased with our membership and service, our mentorship program and services, that you will choose us as your commercial fitness equipment supplier. If that alone isn't enough to convince you, we have a first-time gym or studio owners pricing to make sure that we're giving you a way better price than you're going to find anywhere else. And that's our addition to your startup, to make sure you're not being overburdened with high equipment costs. And finally, I'd like to thank you for being a part of this webinar. We plan to continue these under different subjects each time. This is just the beginning. We do currently have a long waiting list, and with the success of this webinar, we tend to increase that waiting list. So if you want to be able to get into our program and be considered as early as possible, make sure you call me or email me as soon as possible at b.brown@diaco.com, or call me at 760-501-1314. And that's it for my part. I would like to introduce Marcus. Marcus Sanchez, like I said earlier, was an early participant in our mentorship program. And he's gone all the way through this, and he has a floor plan and his business plan. And anyways, he's good enough to share his experience with you. So thanks, Marcus, and take it away.
First off, thanks for having me on. I'll take a quick second just to kind of give you guys a rundown of my experience. And overall, it's been awesome, just super fantastic. But I'm here in San Antonio, Texas. I'm working on a gym. I've been in the fitness industry for more than 10 years. About 8-9 years of it has been with Gold's Gym International, where I held multiple leadership roles, from fitness manager, general manager, district fitness manager, assistant regional director. And up until October of 2020 last year, I decided to part ways to pursue my lifelong aspiration to opening up a gym of my own and owning my own business. And so with that, I've had, quite a bit of experience with owning and operating and running departments and running specific gyms, but have no experience of opening. And so Brent and Patrick have played a vital role in this process thus far. They've been there from the very get-go. I think I came across one of Patrick's LinkedIn posts about Spirit commercial and their fitness products, and went to go take a look at it. Was super pleased. I've never personally stepped on a Spirit piece of equipment, but from the pictures, from the videos, all from all the research, it's top quality, top notch. So it was a no-brainer for me. Got in contact with them, and they have been there every step of the way from the very beginning. They give me all the tools that Matteo and Brent have spoke about, from seeking financing, investments, the business plan questionnaire, which is a huge part. I mean, I've given this business plan to about a handful of potential investors, and there really hasn't been much question from it because it details everything and outlines everything perfectly. And it gives me, it's kind of my North Star. It gives me the roadmap. I can always refer back to it when I'm looking at, when things are changing, because they will change. As far as location, setup, the amount of equipment, just payroll, budget, it all covers that. The floor plan and the business plan that you saw, those are mine. Brent and Patrick, again, they've helped put that together. And it's super convenient to have that on hand to show clients, to show potential investors, and it just, helps solidify that confidence of them that they will have in you and lending money. So I'm currently right now in the investments, seeking investments to apply for a loan and a lease application. So John Papadopoulos, I'm actually working with him right now, as Brent had spoke about, and currently in that phase. And so I plan to open my gym in December this year. Still have some time, but as Matteo was speaking about as well, right now is the perfect time. And I truly believe that, because when COVID hit, our entire world shut down. And I feel it was a fresh slate, a blank slate for everybody to start on. And so what a better opportunity to pursue my passion and my vision of owning and helping my community through health and fitness. So, but overall, very impressed and satisfied with how smooth and how streamlined everything has been. Brent and Patrick have been nothing but supportive, and have lifted a huge amount of weight off my shoulders by being there every step of the way. Like I said before, I've never opened up a gym, and so there's a lot of unknown, and that can get pretty scary. But having that team to support you and be there every step of the way is truly important. So if y'all have any questions, feel free to give me a call, shoot me a text, or shoot me an email.
Well said, Marcus. Thanks for sharing. We're going to put this up on the screen now. It's Brent's email address. And if you guys are interested in applying for the mentorship program, or if you have any questions, please shoot him an email. Now, our mentorship program isn't the only resource we want to connect you with. We also have on board several strategic partners we think can be of great help to those of you who are interested in your own gym startup. First off, we have Trainer Academy. Trainer Academy provides premium study materials that help their students pass their fitness certification exams from many major certifying bodies, including NASM, NSCA, ACE, and ISSA. Their MVP package results in a 99% pass rate while cutting down their student study time by an average of 50%. It even comes with a 100% exam pass guarantee, or you get a complete full refund. Here's a quick video they made explaining how it works.
Personal training students, Trainer Academy provides optimized study materials to help you learn and retain the information so you can pass your exam. By using science-backed study techniques, Trainer Academy helps identify your weakest areas and prepare you well before taking the real test. With study guides, flashcards, cheat sheets, mnemonics, coloring guides, audio study guides, and practice tests, you'll get exactly what you're looking for. We are so confident that you'll pass in the first go-around that if you don't, we'll give you a no questions asked 100% refund. So simply click the link below and we'll send you a free sample chapter of the study materials. Increase your odds, decrease your study time with traineracademy.org.
Next up, we have Circuit Fitness. Why you might want a unique program and offer a fun and diverse programming? It's to set yourself apart from the competition. Let me go ahead and play an intro video of these guys and let me know what you think.
I'm Drea Weber, co-founder of Circuit Fitness. Circuit Fitness is circus-infused circuit training, a fun, fast 45-minute workout. Our boutique studio in a suitcase model makes it fast and easy for studios and gyms to integrate our training system. It's a quick and easy cleanup between classes, which allows gyms to give clients a safe, socially distanced workout every time. International pop stars have counted on me to create aerials that wow audiences all over the world. Now I am sharing my love of acrobatics and expertise in fitness to help inspire your journey to a safe and healthy lifestyle. Join us in creating the future of fitness.
Our next strategic partner is John Papadopoulos. He arranges the loans for folks in the fitness industry and helps them determine if they're capitalized enough on their own, or maybe they need to seek investors. John is our favorite because he understands fitness entrepreneurs. And our last partner is 411 Media. They are the producers of this webinar series and content creators for our YouTube channel. They build beautiful, affordable websites, something that you guys are going to definitely need for your gym. Please check them out. And that brings us towards the end of the webinar. We want to put this up on the screen again, in case you guys missed it. Shoot Brent an email for more information about the mentorship program. If you haven't already, also be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We've really been working on making it a great place to find fast, easy to understand information about starting a gym. If you're interested in learning more about Spirit Commercial Fitness and our equipment, check out our website and follow us on social media. We really appreciate it. Lastly, I just want to reiterate that owning a gym is hard, but it's amazing. It's a fun, fulfilling experience that you guys will be very proud of and will appreciate always. Personally, I found it truly exciting and fulfilling. The events, the parties, the community I built, the camaraderie, all working together towards healthy living and lifestyle changes. It's just fun. It's just important that you do it right. Okay, let's go into our Q&A portion. All right, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up now with your questions. We've had a lot of them come through.